Oi! Welcome to the FU. This is the top 10 for the week.
This week's top 10 is top 10 Southampton Academy products. So I'll just read them off and then we'll go through them. So number 10, James Ward-Prowse. One England cap, one of the best set piece takers around, and he's only 24, so he has time to improve. Number 9, Adam Lallana. 34 England caps, has no major trophies and not great scoring or assisting numbers, but is still a quality player on his day. Number 8, Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain. 32 England caps and an FA Cup winner 3 times. Number 7, Theo Walcott. 47 England caps, also an FA Cup winner 3 times, and once one of the best young prospects in England. Number 6, Luke Shaw. 8 England caps, League Cup and Europa League winner, and he's only 23, so he has time to improve. Number 5, Wayne Bridge. 36 England caps, 1 Premier League, 1 FA Cup, and 2 League Cups. Number 4, Kevin Phillips. 8 England caps, Premier League and European Golden Boot in 1999-2000 with 30 goals. Number 3, Matt Le Tissier. 8 England caps, undeniable class and quality on the ball, and has scored some of the greatest goals in First Division and Premier League history. Number 2, Gareth Bale. 74 Wales caps, numerous trophies, which include 4 Champions Leagues, and at his peak was one of the best players in the world. And number 1, Alan Shearer. 63 England caps, Premier League all-time top goal scorer with 260 goals and a Premier League winner. So there's the list. We'll start off at the top. Number 10, what do you guys think?
I personally do not like James Ward-Prowse. I think he can pass a football, but I don't see much else there beyond that.
So he's just got a good kick, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like he hasn't lived up to the hype that he had and prospects,
Yeah.
Which
Agreed.
is quite sad, because when you look at him on his best day, he produces
Yeah.
good balls.
Guardiola
His
says
eye
he's the
for goal,
best corner taker in the Premier League.
There's an eye for goal. You would think that at this age he would have moved, but clearly,
Yeah.
just because he hasn't lived up to
Expectations then?
then he hasn't found a move yet, So I don't know. I feel like maybe there's other players that can be in the top 10, but for him right now, we'll just leave him at number 10. For me, at least.
I don't know if I can think of anyone that I would have put in above him.
Callum Chambers was the only other really one competing there, but
When it comes to Chambers, I think I'd rather put...
Ward-Prowse in there. So yeah, I don't think there's anyone else that can get into the top 10. It's just the top 10 might move around a little bit in some places. Okay, then Adam Lallana, who I'm sure you'll have some things to say about.
I was gasping.
Cruyff turn.
Man, more iconic with the Cruyff turn than Cruyff was. This man, I was disappointed to hear him come so soon, like at number 9. I thought he was going to be, pushing top 5.
Yeah, but look at the list, buddy.
Hey,
In terms of like what those guys have.
What they've done.
Yeah.
What
He's
they've
done
done.
nothing.
if we're talking winning things,
Well,
Then-
we're not
Yeah,
talking...
you see,
he hasn't won that
remember
much.
remember what I was telling you about Sterling being a cow?
yeah.
And then the definition of a cow? This guy is not a cow. That's, you guys agree with that? Because
Yeah.
he hasn't won much, but when you look at him,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
really, really... In any case,
Yeah.
I feel like with Lallana, dude, I feel like sometimes, even though he doesn't assist or score much, it's always great watching him.
Yeah.
You'd think that a player of his kind would have more...
Yeah, but also he's 30. You think
But
of
when-
him
You think
like
he's young.
he should be about 24 with
Yeah,
what he's done in his
but-
career and how much
No, no,
he's
no, no.
played. But of all the injuries, he's barely played and he's 30.
But don't forget, he started in League One with Southampton. He came up with them from League One to the Prem, captaining the side. So it wasn't his fault that he came at a time when Southampton wasn't doing well, but he was so important to them coming back into the big time that I feel like he might have deserved a little better than 9th place behind Theo Walcott. I mean, Theo Walcott is a good player.
Yeah, I also don't know about the...
Hey, wait, let's get there. We'll get there.
Yeah, we'll get there. We'll
Okay,
get
so
there.
now number 8, Chamberlain, the Ox.
I feel like Chamberlain, he's really good. The Ox. Although he didn't play in the Champions League final, he helped Liverpool reach the Champions
Yeah,
League final.
definitely.
He was really important in the squad. Understand? And squad depth in Liverpool. He went to Arsenal at a young age, actually, as well, So they could see from a young age that this guy,
Yeah.
potential,
Most of these guys have moved on at a young age.
Yeah. So, the Ox, I love him, man. Plays in numerous positions.
Yeah, very
And
versatile.
in those positions, he's really, really good as well,
Yeah.
So he's a great guy to have in your team.
Yeah. Very important.
Yeah.
Missed him a lot this year. I think. Ox, yeah, I can't argue with Ox. Maybe, him being behind Theo Walcott. I don't know.
Yeah, those two are close. So then, Theo Walcott, number 7.
Swap.
Yeah, I
The
think.
Ox is way better than Theo Walcott.
Yeah,
No
I-
matter if we can say Theo Walcott has won a lot, yada yada, it's fine. Ox is still younger. He's probably gonna win more of those as well.
Yeah.
Or be involved in more games than Theo Walcott. Also because the Ox plays in numerous positions. He's just better.
Yeah, but this is based off of also Walcott, like breaking into the Arsenal team at 16, and the England squad.
Wait.
But what age did Arsenal signed Chamberlain at?
Yeah,
what
but
age?
there wasn't the same impact or hype around Chamberlain as there was around Walcott.
But
Yeah,
to be
but
fair,
then-
the hype around Theo was because he went to the World Cup at the age of 16. But he hadn't played a game yet, a professional game. He hadn't. He just went. So that's what the hype was about, if we're being fair. It wasn't about him being the greatest talent.
Yeah, but there still clearly was talent there if you
Yeah.
went to the World Cup
Yeah,
and
there's-
got a move to Arsenal under Wenger
Yeah.
in a good Arsenal time. Not the current Arsenal. Then there wouldn't be as much, but that was back when Arsenal were challenging for the
Yeah.
league.
Yeah, that's true.
So
But I still think the Ox has better potential than Theo Walcott.
I think even. Okay, I think the Ox is just a better player.
Yeah,
Yes.
agreed.
Lallana
So
as well.
if we were to keep this list because of what they have won,
Well,
yes,
it's a bit of
Theo,
both.
yes, Theo would be there. But if you've seen the Ox and Theo,
And Lallana and Theo, I'm just saying.
I feel like the Ox is way better than Theo, and has much more potential than Theo.
Yeah, but he can also go down the same route as Theo, where he just slowly becomes more and more of a flop as he goes along. Right now, he's not going there, but who knows with this ridiculous injury that he got? So you can't predict it. And he's had a couple good seasons, Ox,
Yes.
of really good seasons. So
Yeah, but I don't know if you could say. I still think the Ox is better than Theo, especially because what he can bring into teams and how he can impact games as well. Yes, Theo can impact games, but the Ox can impact those games from numerous positions.
yeah,
And he's been wanted by big teams as well. Before he signed for Liverpool. We don't know about Theo. I mean, like, he stayed at Arsenal. There wasn't, like, speculation about other teams wanting him,
yeah.
because he's one-dimensional and can't really impact games that much.
I want to say
Whereas-
it's a cow, but I won't say it.
Yeah, it's along those routes.
Okay, Luke Shaw, number 6.
Great choice. I'm gonna give him that because he's still young.
Yeah, he
And you
can
can
make
see-
the
yeah.
top 5 eventually, but just not now.
You can see him improving too. That's,
Yeah, he's
That's the
definitely
thing.
getting better.
And he's still very young.
It's great to see him, back out there, injury free, playing really well.
It's like
Don't
he's
jinx
gonna be
it.
injured in the Champions League. Watch. Watch.
Don't jinx it.
But Mourinho, I don't know if what Mourinho did to him made him stronger and better, but I'd like to think it did.
He definitely put him through something.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, wait, this top 6. Who's number 10? What pass, ne? Lallana,
Chamberlain,
Chamberlain,
Walcott,
Walcott, and Shaw.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it's just me, but look at the list, and all those guys have struggled with injuries.
Yeah, Southampton. Everyone.
Yeah, like
Everyone at Southampton.
injuries,
Southampton
not
has
just like
injury
one
prone.
injury
Yeah.
or whatever. It's like they all
Injury prone.
Injury prone
I think it's because they start playing a lot at
at a young age.
Yeah.
And then when when they grow up, because they still have to grow, so muscles are weak and whatever.
But it starts from a young age, so.
No. But like what he's saying is professional game time
Yeah.
at a young age.
Yeah.
Not like still 16 academy level. Most of them have probably
But then-
played in under 23s at 16.
Yeah, but then
Understand?
that usually leads to people like Wayne Rooney, where you just peak early, and then towards the end of your career that happens. Not necessarily right in the beginning.
Same with
It
Owen,
can.
too. Owen had
Michael
it early.
Owen had it early. Also
Yeah.
Alexander Pato, because I was doing some. They said that like if like they're still young, you know, and then they still have to grow. Some of their muscles aren't fully
Yeah, developed.
developed, so that makes it easy for them to be injured quickly, whatever. But yeah, most of them peak really young, so maybe in the late stages. Though.
Yeah. Okay, number 5. The cheat himself, Wayne Bridge.
I'm gonna say this now. I think Wayne Bridge should have
Should
been
not.
number 10.
Yeah, he should not be there.
Okay, no. Maybe because he won stuff, even though he didn't really play much when he won those things.
Well, he does have like over 300 Premier League appearances,
Much of which didn't contribute to him winning anything.
but he still played a lot, and he has achieved more, and he wasn't as injury prone as all of these guys, and has
But he
a
was.
decent amount of England caps.
Okay, what's the one thing you remember him most for?
Besides that, one thing you must remember him in a football game.
Besides cheating. with
Besides,
John Terry's
yeah.
wife.
Besides, yeah.
That's the one thing we don't remember him for footballing reasons.
Yeah.
Well, him not shaking John Terry's hand.
Yeah, exactly. So, it's like, so come on, guys. I think Wayne Bridge should be on the list.
But
because he
yeah,
did well.
High five. Psych. Put him number 5 just because of that. Just
but the
'cause
thing
did
is, he
that.
also got his 36 England caps in like the golden era of England with
yeah.
all of those difficult players.
Yeah.
That's over Ashley Cole at sometimes, so that is impressive.
And Neville.
Nice, those guys.
Yeah,
So
'cause he
it's
could
just-
play both fullbacks.
Mhm.
Yeah, so I think if he hadn't, done the things with someone else's chick,
No.
No, it was
They
the other
did-
way.
It was the other way.
Yeah, it was Terry with his.
With his wife.
yeah, sorry, I get it mixed up, but it is Terry who,
Well, in any case, they both shared a woman.
yeah. So that if that hadn't happened to him, I think there would be more things to remember about him other than that, because John Terry is a much bigger player than him. So then we remember him.
So Hudson,
Or
what
John
you're
Terry.
saying is you're putting him in the top 5 just because you feel bad for him. Is that?
I think that's what it is. It's a
Is
pity
that
thing.
what it is?
I mean, I get his pain. I mean, if
You
something
get
like
his
that,
pain. What
if something
happened?
like that happened to me, I'd want to be in a top 5 too. You know? But I should. Let's put him at number 10. Okay, no. Let's. Put
I
him
just
at-
don't think he can be below Ward Prowse and Lallana.
Age below Lallana, definitely.
I just think the only argument you have for Lallana is he's a Liverpool player, so you have
No.
massive bias towards him.
No. It's because of where he came from. All these guys played for the team when it was like a Premier League team. Lallana came from League One, captaining the side, back to the Prem, to where it is today. So I think he needs to get more credit for that. Besides him being a Liverpool player with an awesome Cruyff turn and everything, flair, perfect, everything, you know?
Yeah.
I still think he deserves more credit for that. For that alone.
I guess decide for yourselves. We move on. Number 4, Kevin Phillips. So this is basically just based off of the 99-2000 season.
Mm-hmm.
Because other than that, he was good. Not that great, because still he's the only English player to win the European Golden Boot. And still, so that's like, he sort of had the Mo Salah season. And that's what Mo Salah is going to be remembered for, not the rest of his average seasons before that.
Yeah, I know, like that Puskas.
Yeah, that Puskas one was stupid. Stupid. It's just a good goal. It was good.
I'm not going to say anything.
Yeah, because you
Yeah,
can't.
you
Because
can't.
it was good.
He deserved the award, just not with that goal.
Yes.
Okay, he didn't deserve
We're
the
talking
award,
about
but he deserved to be nominated, just not with that goal.
Kevin Phillips.
I have nothing to say about Kevin Phillips. Really, I never saw the man play. I just heard his name and seen pictures. I could pick him out in a crowd. That's Kevin Phillips. But
But that's it. He really is just known for that one season. And that's all you can base it off of, which is one really good season.
really good season.
So he deserves some credit because no one else has had that kind of season in the list
Mm-hmm.
prior to him. So I think he deserves to be up there, but can't put him any higher just because it was just one season.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, moving on. Matt Letitia.
Matt Letitia!
Great goals.
Great goals.
Great goals.
The commentators.
Yeah.
Yes, goals.
And he was just a graceful, elegant,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
beautiful player
Yeah.
to watch. But
Matt Letitia!
so yeah,
Matt Letitia! Okay, I'm done. But the commentators, that's how I remember him. Great goals.
yeah.
And that. So,
And he was one of the few years stayed with Southampton his whole career.
yeah.
So
Highs and lows.
that's good for Southampton. He never won anything, never did anything, didn't get top goal scorer a lot, didn't score ridiculous amounts of goals, but just a quality player.
Yeah. Good. Undeniable class.
Which is surprising that he only got 8 England caps. But
yeah.
Yeah. But when you consider the number of goals he scored for someone who wasn't a striker, it's impressive.
yeah,
There's
very
Steven Gerrard.
impressive.
Yeah.
So
And great goals.
Great goals.
Yeah. He was elegant.
It's like
Great.
Stevie G and Dele Alli rolled in one, just not as good as Stevie G. You know?
Matt Letitia!
Oh, gotta love the guy. Gotta love the guy.
yeah, you can't hate him. Okay, now number 2, Gareth Bale.
That period in time when he was like number 10 at Spurs, I think that I don't know, was it 2 seasons or something?
Yeah.
I think he's one of the best players we've seen in the last 10 years. Like that phase,
Yeah.
he was amazing.
Ridiculous.
There were times when he was the best player in the world, like for 2-3 months, and then Messi would come back and do the thing. But for those 2-3 months, Gareth Bale was amazing. So,
Yeah, what happened to that Gareth Bale? Quite sad.
Injuries.
and
Another Southampton player with injuries.
yeah,
So yeah, he's right now not that great, but
He's not.
he still has a couple years to get back to it. Hopefully he doesn't
How
go
old is he? 28?
29.
29.
So hopefully he doesn't turn into the next Alexis Sanchez, but
but to be
Ooh.
fair, Alexis Sanchez has not won 3 Champions League trophies in a row.
and 4
Or scored a
total
nice bicycle
Yeah.
kick
in the Champions
in
League
the
final.
Champions League final.
Well, I don't know.
The keeper was concussed.
He
Salah
was.
broken.
He was.
Yeah, so
But,
I don't
yeah.
know. He was ridiculous.
That was
Yeah.
his final.
And his squad compared to, I think it was better than, okay, I don't know why we put in Alexis Sanchez there. He's way better than Alexis
Yeah.
Sanchez. Because as well, the squad that they had, the Tottenham squad compared to the Arsenal squad,
Yeah.
And he would do like these hazard runs, but like
Crazy.
instead of like more ball control, there's more pace,
Yeah. You can't stop him when he starts running.
And in the Premier League, you don't usually
Yeah.
see that,
Yeah.
That's
I
ridiculous.
think he started out as a left back. That's the crazy thing.
Yeah.
He was Luke Shaw.
Yeah.
We have the next Gareth Bale at United.
He
With
needs
one
to-
career
he needs to
goal
start
so
scoring
far.
goals.
He still has time. He still has like 6 years to catch up, score hundreds of goals. I believe in you, Luke.
I don't. Okay.
Okay.
So yeah, then number 1, I don't think anyone's gonna disagree. Alan Shearer. The real GOAT. Just kidding.
Yeah. But, he did great. He scored plenty goals.
Consistently as well.
Can I ask you something? What's the closest this guy has come to a Ballon d'Or? That's number 3 or 4.
I don't know.
Me neither.
I feel like the Premier League is underappreciated. How many Ballon d'Or winners does the Premier League have? Yes, other players are
Just Ronaldo, I think.
And Michael Owen.
Michael
Oh, yeah.
Owen.
I think that might be it.
And then the closest was Steven Gerrard and Lampard, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
so,
Fernando Torres was third as well.
Fernando Torres as well. So I feel like the Premier League... and Henry
Yeah,
became third.
Henry.
I feel like the Premier League is underappreciated in terms of that.
Yeah.
Or maybe the Ballon d'Or is... I don't know, man. But, like, I feel like...
yeah, maybe sometime because of the consistency. But the thing is, it's just he was consistently amazing, but there might always have just been those couple players that had that one season better than him.
Okay.
So if you compare him to them over that period of time, if you average it out, I'm sure he would have been much better.
yeah.
But maybe just each season there was a few players better than him.
Yeah.
But still,
It would
he's
be like that Aguero thing where he's consistently amazing, but there's always players who's just gonna...
just
score
yeah,
more.
but not regularly. So very impressive what he did.
Very, very...
But it only score, and most of those goals were with Newcastle, who were not a Premier League winning team for the whole. He won it once with Blackburn,
Blackburn. Yeah.
but then the rest of the time he was fighting for top 4 and around mid-table, and still getting ridiculous goals. So very impressive from Alan Shearer there.
Deserves a lot of credit. He deserves a lot of credit.
And the next top goal scorer is like 50 goals behind him or something in the Premier League. So I think that's going to be a record that
260.
stays there for a long...
Yeah.
260 for him. I think it might be like 208 for Rooney or something.
Although, to be fair, no, I don't want to do this. But he was playing at a time when players would come through hungover for the game, still dizzy from last night's outing, and he'd just score. But like Wayne Rooney had to work for it.
Yeah.
So, as much
But
as I
Wayne
don't
Rooney
like,
also played in a much better side.
yeah, a much better side, and at a time when people were more professional. So,
Yeah.
I guess things like that are the reason he's always going to be the top scorer.
Yeah.
But shout out to Rooney. I don't like Wayne Rooney, by the way.
We
So,
know.
this
He
is
said shout out. Shout out.
That's Spoo's thing. Shoutouts.
oh,
No, it's not my thing, but shout out.
Shout out to you giving a shout out, you know?
Yeah, I mean, like, that's a good shout out.
Yeah, thank you.
Shout out to shout outs.
Yeah, man.
Shout out to shout outs all over the world, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, hey.
So, yeah, the top 5 ish. The top 4, yes. Usually the top 3. Then 4 and 5. They're a bit sketchy, you know. But
The thing is,
we'll give them credit
yeah.
where it's true. You know.
the Southampton Academy, it's consistently putting out good players, but there's also not like a great amount. So I think it might be overrated because people are counting people like Van Dijk, who comes from Southampton.
Yeah,
But he's not part of the academy. So there's lots of players that they get young but weren't in their academy that then they sell, and then it's sort of the Southampton thing.
Or it's that thing where they're not from the academy, but they've had under 21 players, right? Or is it under 18?
no, not 21.
Under 21, yeah. Because, like, even with Ronaldo, some United people, like,
Yeah,
we count him, but he's not from the
Yeah.
academy.
He doesn't.
They just
He's not
signed him
a
when he was
academy
under
player.
21. Because that's, in Europe, there's academy players and
Yeah.
players that trained with you who are under
Yeah.
21.
Yeah. So United still developed him into the
Yeah.
best player in the world at that time, but he's not from our academy. So I think their academy is maybe slightly overrated because the only other person that could possibly be in this list was Callum Chambers, and that's not a great player.
I mean, yeah. Maybe there were people that we missed due to
Yeah.
our age, maybe.
Maybe, but that's for another time.
Obafemi.
Yeah, but he's not there yet. He's not there yet. He could. He's young, and
could be.
it could happen because it's not going to be that difficult to take over Ward-Prowse and Lallana.
I don't know if there's going to be a lot of great players that can do Cruyff turns as much as Lallana.
From League One all the way to the Champions League final, by the way.
Oh, gonna look as elegant, but at the end of the day, I agree with the list. Can we just go quickly through it? James Ward-Prowse, Adam Lallana, Theo Walcott, Alex
Oxlade Chamberlain.
Ox, Luke Shaw, Wayne Bridge, Kevin Phillips, Matt Letizia, Gareth Bale,
Bicycle King.
and Alan Shearer. So yeah, guys, that's our top 10 for the week. And that's it from us, the Football Universe. Peace.